welcome back. We are now on to the next session where we're going to invite this innovative company called Innov8tif. I've known George for a number of years. He's the Chief Executive Innov8tif. And let me share with you just quickly in just a couple of sentences, they are a certified AI company helping businesses to widen their sales funnel. Now that's important. Speed up processes without paper and prevent fraud using digital ID assurance technologies to support digital customer onboarding. So you'll be hearing a lot about eKYC, but I'm not the expert here. George is the expert, so let me pass it to George. George, you have 10 minutes for this session.
Thank you, Kenyu, for the introduction. Good to be here, and thank you again for having me here. Good morning, everyone. My name is George Lee. I'm the CEO of Innov8tif Solutions. We are an AI-based company that provide identity assurance solution throughout the Southeast Asia region. Now, interestingly, with the pandemic today, what we are seeing is that everyone is saying that, all businesses have to go digital. And we have seen the big rapid change in the whole market. Now, going digital can have many impacts as well, because what we are also seeing is the trend is changing so much that we have customers who were actually saying that they are very agent-based and they do not really want to go digital, because then what will happen to their agent? Are also finding hybrid ways to go to the market to basically see how they can have something where the agent can also work with digital to basically serve the marketplace. So every single company out there, whether it's enterprises or SME that we know, are looking at way to basically conduct business better online. With the constant lockdown, and I think most of you have read that, we probably have to live with the virus for the next 2 or 3 years, or maybe even more, or maybe there'll be a new virus. I think there's no way for any businesses to say that they do not want to go digital. Everyone need to have some sort of digital strategy, whether it's full digital, whether it's a hybrid or one way or another. How Innov8tif come into play is that we provide ID assurance services where we then help you to identify the customers who want to engage with you. Because these days, everyone is used to contactless business. Even when we order food delivery or groceries or purchases online, and when the delivery guy comes, we don't even go out, right? We'll just ask them to leave it on the pillar or hang it on the gate, and we'll get it later. This will be a very new norm, versus the older day where, example, if you order your road tax online, they will ask you to bring your MyCard reader, plug it in, and check your thumbprint. They can no longer do that now. So that's one example. Or sometimes when they send you an expensive item, they want to verify that you are that person who is actually ordering that product. They can no longer do it now again. And what more, businesses, they are regulated. They need to make sure that they do proper identity checks. Again, these are all the things that businesses need to think about how they can meet all this. And that's where eKYC come into play. What essentially eKYC stand for is electronic know your customers. It's all about how do you identify the person behind the other screen that is actually the customer that who he or she say that she or he is. Now, our solution provide a 24/7 instant customer onboarding method, because these days everyone wants things to be done fast. I can no longer accept a customer, check on it next morning, and you want to speed up sales even without branches. Yeah, everything has to be fast. You still need to make sure that you comply with regulations. And of course, you don't want to have all this gap to cause you financial loss. And of course, most important of all, you want to prevent any identity fraud, especially for businesses where you are also giving out something, that the customer pay later or is regulated. What we have seen when we are doing eKYC to the market is that our customers experience at least roughly about 36% less fraud compared to when they were doing the process manually without any eKYC solution. Now, how does the eKYC works? If you look at the screen here, it's just an example where what we are doing is that we are authenticating your identity, all right, using AI to pick it all up. We are then checking whether the person behind the screen, is it a live person? Is it a piece of paper? Is it a computer screen? How do you know that it's a live person? If it's a live person, is my face the same as the ID that you see on the screen? And after that, how do you know if the photo of the ID that I just took is a real valid ID? It's not something that I have photocopied on my printer. It's not something that I printed internet. It's not something from a computer screen that I actually snapped somebody else's IC. So our AI solution enable you to do all that in less than 1 minute. This is what our solution does. This way, it allows your business to onboard customer in a very seamless manner, and enabling customer to instantly enjoy whatever sign up or services that they require to. Innov8tif have been in business for more than, this is our 10th year actually. So we've been doing this for quite a while. And we actually are also one of the leading provider of eKYC, especially in the telco sector. Our technologies are all developed in Malaysia, is patented, and we also provide end-to-end implementation to a lot of customers. So we are not just saying that, we are a service on the cloud where you connect and you just check for the eKYC component, but we also serve with some customer where we provide the whole entire onboarding solution. And of course, the other unique factor is that we are not just providing eKYC for Malaysian market, but throughout the whole ASEAN region. So for companies that are basically looking out to expand into the ASEAN region and you want a eKYC solution that's robust, that can support every single ASEAN country that you go through, please come and talk to us. This is what we can provide. So I'm going to talk a bit also about our customers base. We basically started doing eKYC back in 2018. That was 4 years ago, because really before that you don't really have eKYC that actually exists. And we started off with the telco sector. Udo was our very first customer. They are still with us today. We are very glad for that. And they are a full digital telco. And what we do is that we enable them for you to order a SIM card on their app. They send the SIM card to you, you get it, you scan the SIM card, scan your IC, capture a selfie, and your SIM card is activated. So that's how we actually, spearheaded the eKYC in the telco sector. And today we have various other telcos, Celcom, Maxis, and etc. that's also using our eKYC solution. And then we move into the financial sector, into e-wallets, banking, fintech, insurtech, and many various other industries. And last year alone, we did about 3.5 million eKYC transaction, and we are aiming to do about 7.5 million this year. So what are the things that is going beyond is that, eKYC is not something that is just for the financial sectors. It's not just for the telco sectors. It's basically for any business that need to verify their own customer. We have even customers that today that have grown into area like car sharing, property tag, for example. If you want to, you want to be able to eKYC the tenant with the landlord. These are also things that you can do. But moving forward, what we believe is that is to provide to the market something where everyone can eKYC. Because end of the day, as much as what we are doing today, our enterprise solution, we are thinking of how to bring this down to SME and even down to individual level. In the future, could I eKYC anyone I want from across the region? This is the aim that we aim to provide to the whole entire market as well. If I hire a maid from Indonesia, can I eKYC this person before I take her into my house to take care of my children? If I'm going to get a contractor to renovate my house before I pay, the 30-50% down payment, can I check this guy and make sure that he's okay, that he do not have any court case? I have this experience where my house, I did the renovation halfway. My contractor told me, tomorrow I wouldn't be on site, and I asked him why, and he said, I have to go to court. I was like, what? You got a court case? What happened if you are guilty and you got into something? What's going to happen to my house? So these are also things that can be prevented from eKYC down to the peer-to-peer level. And this is the future that we predict, and the future is for us to also bring all this enterprise solution down to SME level where anyone can use eKYC. When I want to hire someone, I'm going to give him my lorry tanker, worth 500,000. I want to know who this person is. And this is how eKYC can help your business, because with AI, we are talking about running things on a 24/7 basis. AI doesn't take leave. They don't have medical issues. And this is how we believe that we can help companies in Malaysia to basically digitize their business and go out to the whole entire ASEAN or even the global region. So that's all from me. I hope you find this presentation insightful. Google us online. You'll be able to see some of the videos of how our customer users or even our product information. Feel free to reach out to us if you like to. So thank you very much again to PIKOM for the opportunity to speak here. That's all from me. Thank you. And I wish everyone a good day. Stay safe.